I guess as a relatively new voice in this industry, I wish there was an easier entry point to get the RWEs and the Vattenfalls and all of those companies to engage in external communications a bit more.
Luke, thanks for taking the time to speak to me. You've been working with the PS team now for over a year, and you've been doing a fantastic job. Just tell us, we see all of the things here. Tell us a little bit about yourself, about what you're doing, about some of the other stuff you're doing outside of the PS work.
Sure. So I'm Luke. I'm the man that's normally operating the cameras for the event content. 2 years ago, I decided to focus in on energy and renewables as a niche market for video content. Which is how I bumped into you.
Yep.
And I did a very poor pitch over LinkedIn, which you gave me the time of air to talk to you further about. And here we are. So I run Harmer Visuals, which is a film production agency for the renewable energy sector. I'm also the host and producer of the Clean Talk podcast.
Okay.
So I'm trying to learn as much as I can about the renewable sector, do interviews, learn what's going on. I pitch for work that promotes the industry as a whole in a more like story-driven format. Doing these events has been really good because you meet a lot of different companies that have vastly different offerings. I think a lot of people have this assumption that energy companies are all the same. Yeah. But that's not true at all. So that's a bit about me.
You were recently in the magazine, so you featured in the magazine doing, sort of a day in the life.
So I took the Global Wind Organization's basic safety training module because I want to get out on the wind farms and do filming up close and personal with the turbines. And so we teamed up with Belay Rope Access Training Centre in New Haven, East Sussex, to create a vlog from that experience. Yep. So I'm 140 hours into the edit of that vlog at the moment.
Yeah. So that has twofold. One, you've documented it and filmed it. But is that something you want, is a service you offer to other companies?
Exactly. Yeah. So Harmer Visuals provides case study and mission film production services to this sector to help energy and technology companies win projects, attract investment, and build trust. That training video we're talking about is actually a marketing piece to promote Harmer Visuals itself, showcasing how we're taking the necessary steps to be a viable service provider for an industry with quite complex safety requirements. Yeah. So to reframe it, like any company is strongest at what it's selling. So if you're an accountant, you'd expect your books to be up to scratch. In the same way, the way that I market my business, I want that to be amazing because that's my skill set. I'm a filmmaker. So yeah, companies out there looking to tell their story, Harmer Visuals can help.
And what do you think are benefits of that over magazines or over any other medium?
We're at a time where no one can agree on anything. And as a communicator, that's the battleground you want to be playing in because it's where storytelling and narrative matters. And if you can create a cohesive and compelling version of reality in a film, you can get people on board and get them to change their behavior more effectively. So I'm obsessed with film and video because I've seen it's an incredibly powerful tool to change behavior. And as a business, at the end of the day, what you're trying to do is you want people to buy your stuff, invest in your stuff. So I think being a good communicator is key.
Okay. From a totally different perspective, we were here this time last year. We've gone to Virginia Beach, we've gone to Copenhagen, we've gone to various different locations. Do you see a difference in the size of the company on how they communicate or use services like yourself?
The big companies say no to all the PR opportunities because everything is a risk. And it's understandable. It's also quite frustrating because they're the ones with the big voice. So ideally, what you'd want is you'd want the RWEs and the Vattenfalls and all of those companies to be pumping out tons of content and doing engagements with other companies, which they do. But I guess as a relatively new voice in this industry, I wish there was an easier entry point to get them to engage in external communications a bit more.
Yeah, perfect. Well, Luke, thank you very much.
Thank you. I'll get back behind the camera now.